yourselves. Think of the kids at home. Think of the innocent audience members.
Well, you streamed that
live. Is it?
We should technically be live. Hold on. Looks like we're
says live in 3 minutes. Says my phone. I don't know why.
3 minutes. Well, I'm watching us. We look beautiful.
This meeting is now streaming live on YouTube.
Okay.
But cool. Do you actually see it? Oh, there we go. Yes, we are live. We are pros at this. At least I am. So, welcome back, everybody. 5th session of the Judgement and Jedha adventure. And today we're just going to start. No recap. Go watch what's happened before.
Yeah.
So, last session, we ended as the ore crawler, which you guys hijacked, entered the hangar bay, the vehicle bay of the installation. There is a map of the installation, which Ivan has on its background. Let me see. I got it here someplace because I did it. And I'll probably should share the screen for it. Screen share. Photos. And there we go. So let me magnify this. And so we are at the ground vehicle bay. And from the schematics and the analysis that you guys did prior to this point, you realize that you have 3 main targets: the main reactor, the command center, and the gantry. The theory is that, you need to shut down the main reactor, but also need to disconnect locally the repulsor lift array for the gantry, because otherwise it has a battery bank so it can keep afloat for a while. And you need to disconnect the repulsor lift support for the gantry from the command center. So it's 3 different areas that have to hit. Again, these 2 have battery banks, which is why it's important to disconnect locally and shut off the reactor, because it's the main power line plus the redundancy thing. If the shields collapse and if the repulsor lift collapse, the gantry with the refinery should fall into the chasm, and with the crystals in the refinery chamber, it should go boom. You've been informed that, if at least 2 of those things are shut down, it should probably work. But optimally, all 3 need to go down. And this is a very simplified schematic. It's got some lines representing multiple corridors, right? So, it's an abstract representation. It's not like there's only a single corridor going to each place. But, hey, man, best I could do. But if you see, there are some areas which are not directly connected, right? So you cannot go directly from the reactor to the refinery. You have to sort of take a roundabout way for some of those areas. And that's about it, right? So it is now up to you to decide how things go. And as the ore crawler is entering the vehicle bay, Ansari says to you all, she says, Jaster and I should go to the gantry. The rest of you should split up and take the reactor and command center. And just to remind you, you are able to have enough partisans in your group so that everybody can have a squad of partisans up to your leadership skill. As we discussed before, 1 per green die, and 2 if you have a yellow die in it. So if you have a green and a yellow, that's 3 guys that you can take. And there's enough to go around, except for Jaster, who, because he's going along with Ansari, only has Ansari. She counts as if you want to direct some blaster bolts her way, well, she can take the damage, but she dies. While she's with you, you get an extra force die. and you get a blue die to everything you do, right? So that's how we're going to handle that. The floor is yours, gentlemen.
Excellent. Okay. Well, cool.
Are there a lot of people in the vehicle bay right now?
You see mainly there's a squad of stormtroopers, but there is also you know what, it's the vehicle day. I don't think there's any stormtroopers. There's just droids, right, ready to load and unload things from the crawlers, right? So you see the black painted multiple droids. Some are like R2 units and some are like more humanoid looking droids.
Ask a dumb question.
Yeah.
Do we think that the partisans might have had some Imperial uniforms kicking around?
For a light side point, you can have some uniforms if you wish.
So I'm wondering whether Jasper and I, being the humans, should be wearing maybe some Imperial uniforms. Thoughts?
Seems kind of odd for the Imperials to be on board a Warcrawler.
No.
Well, I'm talking about once we get in there, because because
Oh,
now
let's
we're
And I look right at you. Well, there's plenty of Imperial uniforms out there. Just go get some.
that's what I'm wondering, whether that should be part of the plan, but it doesn't look like anybody's jumping on it, so we're good.
I've seen people change into it. Takes no time at all.
If you flip a light side point, you can have them right now. Otherwise,
No,
you're gonna
we're good.
have to go get them. All right.
Okay, well then reactor or command center. Look at Max. Which do you want?
Well, Bob, you and I should be closest to the landing pad.
True. We should probably take the commands. Command center is closer, isn't it? Looking for my. Looking
Or
for my.
both. Both the command and reactor are close to the pad. You know.
Lloyd, you might bring up the map again?
Yeah. Share screen. Here we go.
Okay. True. Well, yeah, I guess they're about the same distance, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference.
I've got 3 with me. So are we thinking? We're thinking Jastert Gantry with Witchy Woman, and then we're thinking Il and Bob Command Center, me main reactor. Is that what we're thinking?
That doesn't seem fair to you.
I got 3 partisans with me and a big gun. I mean, I'm okay if we're splitting up. It's good. If we're splitting up, there's going to be one of us is going to be by ourselves. There's only 4 of us, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So someone's going to double up.
If we don't meet any resistance at the landing pad, then I will double back to the main reactor.
I like it.
Sounds like a good plan.
All right.
I
So
like
first move for all of us is let's get to the central hall.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Doko, Hadid, Milo, you're with me. Let's just act natural. Like they have to come out here all the time and just go do their things while they unload. So I'm just ready to stroll right out into the landing bay. You can run out of the vehicle like just the captain of a ship, just ready to kind of or my Oracle ready to come out and just walk around a little bit.
Yeah, probably while the droids start unloading the stuff in our crawler, we can try and get out of there.
And I seem to remember, but you might have changed your mind, something about setting up the Kyber in the ore crawler to explode or something. But you don't have to do that. That's you mentioned that previously. This is why
I still like that idea.
I guess I thought we had done that, but I don't think we actually rolled anything to do that.
No, we
Big
didn't. You mentioned it. We just decided to start with the vehicle rolling into the bay, so it's lining up to the collection center, right?
Good idea. I look right at it. It's like I can make it blow up right now, but I'm not really sure how to rig it up to explode. If R2 was here, he could probably tell me.
I've got a yellow and a green in my mechanics. Has anybody got me beating mechanics?
Mm-mm.
No.
All right. Well, let me see what I can rig up.
I'm getting off the Orcoro now.
I'm trying to do what Ansari has told me. I'm trying to feel the ebb and flow of the force around all things, and we're sitting here talking about blowing up these crystals, and I'm just trying to center myself and think about what could possibly arise from this, which is leading to lots of stress and strain as I roll 2 dark side points, and I will take the strain to convert.
All right. So
And flip a destiny, right?
Yeah.
right. And this is your 4C power, right?
That is correct.
What is it?
I'm trying
What
to
is-
listen to the force.
Just
To
a
gain
general
vague
sense
hints,
to get
a vague
hints.
hint about future events up to a day in my future. That's
All
it.
right,
That's as specific as it gets.
Hopefully, you
Okay,
don't get that meme with the guys in the New Orleans funeral.
Well, opening up to the force, what you feel is first, there's a general sense of unease to this place, right? And perhaps Jaster is feeling it as well. It seems a little bit remote, but it permeates the area. This place is suffused with the dark side of the force. As long as you guys are in here, consider that all force rating rolls have a floating black dot on them, right? So there's always, whenever you roll for a force power, assume that there's a dark side point available at all times. You don't even need to roll if you don't want to, because that's, this place is suffused with the dark side. So you feel that. You also feel a sense of urgency. Something is going to happen. That dark side seems to be growing by the moment. So you need to move and do what it is that you need to do, because things will get worse pretty soon. There's a chance for success. There's also the chance that some of you will die here. So that's as vague a hint, I think, as you get there. You get the sense of an imminent great threat that has not yet manifested, but is going to soon.
Okay. Okay.
So what is the plan, gentlemen?
I'm trying
So I'll
to-
just say, don't dawdle, Max.
I'm going to go ahead and try to rig this thing, Aloy.
To explode. Okay.
Yep. So,
I'm joining Bob.
So
Do it.
I'm
I'm looking for an assist. Who's got
I can
something decent?
can help, but
what's the skill that goes off of? Somebody maybe has a
Intellect.
better stat.
Intellect.
I have a 3
yeah,
intellect.
That's a problem.
Oh, then
Yeah,
you can help definitely.
Yep. So I'm gonna that means I've got 2 green and 1 yellow. So I'm gonna use your intellect, my rank,
and a blue from the partisans, right?
and a
'Cause
blue from the
are
partisans.
assistant.
And what's my difficulty to rig this?
It's 1, but I'm gonna flip one of those points and make it 1 red.
All right, I am ready when you are.
Everybody
Boom.
who's not us should probably not be here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we-
out.
We're out. We're out. Okay,
Well, I didn't get a despair.
that's good.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, all right. So it's not really gonna work out then.
Can I spend all of those advantages to know that I am unable to get it to work?
There seems to be a problem with the fusion, not the fusion, the detonator caps on the on your detonators. They don't think it's going to work like this, but you still have some time. The crawler is still, the droids are just approaching and they're beginning to connect fuel lines and stuff to the crawler, but they haven't opened up the back compartment yet. So there might be something else you can do to set it to explode. But it's going to be extremely risky to do so.
Let's go.
Yep, I think we need to abandon this plan. Let's go.
Okay. So with the advantage of time that you got from, just a stroke of luck, you managed to disembark as the droids are opening up the doors and they start, the moving repulsor sleds to take the various crystals to an area which has like a conveyor belt type of arrangement, right? And so you guys can make your way off the vehicle and approach the doors to the main compound, right to the central hall. But in there, you see stormtroopers, right? There's a squad of stormtroopers just walking from one place of the hall, one end of the hall to the other. So how are you going to handle this situation?
Just keep walking naturally.
All right. So you want to...
If they react to us negatively, then that means we just get to be closer to shoot them. So that's all good.
Right. Yeah, just keep walking naturally. I smile, just kind of charmingly.
We're going to walk casual, but we're going to not try to look like we're walking casual.
All right. So you, let's see. I think this is what, a deception check?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Call it deception
So
check.
we're gonna miss it anyway, but
So it really doesn't matter what it is, but you just give me a deception check, help each other, whatever it is. Remember the blue die from the partisans, and your difficulty is 3 purples.
Who's got the highest cunning?
Anybody have more than 2 in cunning?
Not Bob, no.
We all have 2.
All right.
No, except for Bob.
Who has less than 2. So.
Does anybody have any ranks in cunning, in deception?
No.
All right.
So I'll go ahead and roll it.
Jaster, do it. 2 green.
Missed every other 3 purple, right?
The force.
Yeah, and a boost from the partisans.
And a boost from the partisans. Yeah.
All right, so here we go. And I'm not going to use destiny on this because, let the booms.
Boom.
Oh, boom. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. So, the stormtroopers seem to be busy going someplace. They actually are moving toward the turbo lift. And you presume it's going up to the landing pad because that's what the schematics said. And so one of them kind of tilts their head when they see you, but they don't really pay you much mind, right?
And scruffy miners all over the place.
Exactly. So that can take one stress off. If anybody still has stress, I don't think we do. We just started. So
I'm seeping with stress because of my brush with the chill, cold, clammy hand of the dark side of the Force. And
there are that's right. So you can use that to take your stress. It's a communal roll. We'll let it slide.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome.
Thank you.
This area it has like computer terminals, those round computer terminals, right, where they're like podiums where they stand, and there's a bunch of Imperials working on those things. They don't seem to be noticing you, right? It might be that this area miners can access. We don't really know. You can see the signs for barracks and for the rest of the base it says only base personnel permitted beyond this point, and that's the access ways to the deeper sections of the base. And Ansari tells Jaster, we should move. Let's go.
Okay, no time like the present.
May the Force be with you guys. We'll see you soon.
All right. So again, just to be clear, it's Jaster to the gantry. Who's going to the reactor? Max?
Well, now I'm wondering. I'm second guessing us right here. Should we all three of us go to the landing pad? Then all three of us go from there? Is there any reason to split up now from a timing perspective?
Well, technically, the landing pad doesn't connect to the rest of the base directly.
Right, the landing
there
pad
might
is
be
securing our way out. So once we've hit the
okay.
first hit objective 1, then Bob and I were going to go to the landing pad so everyone could finish their second objective and
Got
then
it.
rush to the landing pad,
All right,
or
so
be
let's
picked
go.
up if they couldn't make it.
And an important note of the landing pad is that there are anti-aircraft gun emplacements, but we had established that if you can knock out the reactor, the guns
They won't
should not
fire.
be able to fire. Correct. So that's
Got
an
it.
important note.
All right, so we're not going to do the main reactor first.
I thought you were doing the reactor. We're going to head out the command center.
Let's do it.
At the same time.
Yeah, same
Great.
time.
I'm going to head towards the reactor.
So Max goes to reactor, and then it's Il and Bob to the command center.
And we have 4 partisans between us.
Excellent. All right. So this is like a maze of corridors, right? So it's multiple avenues. It's just abstracted here because you do have the schematics. So because you studied this beforehand, you are able to quickly make your way to where it is that you're going. Jaster and Ansari have the longest way to go. So you sneak past, patrols of stormtroopers, and you make your way to the refinery crystal infusion chamber, which is a large, imagine a hollow sphere of metal, right? So you are inside a hollow sphere, which is enormous because nothing in Star Wars is small. So it's a ginormous thing. It has walkways, right, around the middle of the sphere, one that goes around, right, the side, no railing because it's Star Wars.
Right.
And it just meets up at the farther end. This section of the refinery, to lie, it's out, hanging out in space over the right. There's no ground beneath it. It's just protruding into the scar itself. And there is a large opening at the bottom of the sphere and at the top of the sphere. So the sky is visible up top, and below you can see the lava of the planet core, right? The molten thing, and there's lightning, red lightning crackling around this, and you get immediately this sense of overwhelming, there's anger, rage that seems to emanate from everywhere, right? And there are crystals aligned, suspended in a repulsor beam, right in the central portion of the chamber. There's a lot of crystals. And occasionally you will see the lightning sort of strike up through the hole, right? And just hit the crystals. And the crystals begin to change color as described by Nilo Valani previously, right? So they start becoming like purplish red. They look bruised.
So this energy is coming from the scar.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's the energy of the dark side that's being infused into these crystals. This is the new process that they have discovered here.
Good.
And so, it's crackling energy, and you make your way down one of the passageways until you get to the opening on the further side, right? And this opens into a gantry. Like, imagine the type of structure like in Revenge of the Sith in Mustafar, right? Those metallic grids leading up to large, rectangular panels which are suspended above the scar. And this, there's battery banks, there's repulsor lifts, engines below the structure, keeping it afloat so that the whole thing is suspended in midair so that this process can be carried out. This is why the refinery is here. You finally come to understand. And this is why it protrudes into space rather than just being, in a more logical, grounded, safer position. And you note the there's a little control podium thing right at the end near the vertical metallic patterns for the repulsor lift generators, and you know that is your destination.
All right.
Meanwhile, well, no, let's finish with Jaster here. Let's see what Jaster does.
We're going to take too long. All right. So, and are there any droids or personnel?
Not that you can see right now.
Okay.
Give me a perception check then. That's probably what we should do.
Perception. I got, and with an extra blue, right?
Yeah.
And what's my opposition?
2 purples.
Purples. So this thing. Let me double check this. 1 of each and an extra blue. 2 purple. Yikes. I'm copying Craig here.
All right. So, you know what we'll do? Because you don't spot anything right away. If something should happen, because, this is completely unguarded. Why would something happen? But if something happens, then perhaps you can take a blue die to your initiative rolls. So,
all right.
And we'll leave it at that. And Ansari says we need to shut down that thing and then destroy the control station so that it can't be restarted.
All right. And right. So the point right now is that if we destroy this, the shield still holds it up, right? That's why the shields have to come down, so this thing will crash down, right?
Yeah, it'll.
All right.
It's part of and the reactor needs to be shut off. So
okay.
So
all right. So let's do it. We'll go for the
collapse.
Well, I guess our best target is the controls because we don't have anything to destroy the structure itself.
Correct.
So anything we do will have to be from the controls.
All right. So you start working on that as Max approaches the reactor room. You notice that the reactor room has those. It's a platform with a large chasm, because of course there is, and there are 2 large towers. No, not 2, 3 large towers, similar to the area where Obi-Wan Kenobi in A New Hope shuts down the tractor beam, right? So that's the type of structure that is there. And of course it's, pylons supporting those structures driven deep underground. So there's like a chasm here as well, and a very high ceiling. And you note that there is a squad of stormtroopers. There's 4 stormtroopers guarding the area, with a 5th stormtrooper wearing the orange pauldron of a sergeant with a larger blaster rifle, like a heavy blaster rifle, guarding the area. There's some technicians, but your real worry, nobody else is armed. It's just the stormtroopers standing guard, right? So they're just, you kind of have to get past them to go out into the reactor pylons and shut them down. So while Max is thinking, we'll go to Il and Bob, who also make their way through various.
Boy, I'm so sorry. I missed that was my description.
Okay.
I thought we were still.
That's okay. I'm sorry.
No, that's my fault, man.
That's okay.
That's my fault.
That's okay. Just think about it. You got a squad of stormtroopers.
I was totally into it, having no idea it was my. I wasn't watching. And I'm saying, come on, Jaster, what are you going to do?
I wish it was there, man.
This is good. This means that the movie is playing in your head, which is the whole idea behind this. So, we might as well go for Bob and Il, right? So you make your way across multiple corridors. It goes up. There are stairs to go up, right? Multiple flights of stairs until you get to this more elevated position. The station security is low, right? There's no reason to suspect anything is going on. So there's most of the blast doors are open, right? I think all of the blast doors are open. And so you finally get to this area where there is clearly an open blast door, and beyond is this control room with windows, row of windows at the end, overlooking the area of the gantry, with the whole gantry with a repulsor lift. You can see the fusion chamber. You can't look directly into it, but you see the sphere and you see the occasional red lightning bolt right hitting the structure. Once you go in, and I'm just going to describe it just so you know that it's there, on the back there are windows as well, and you can see the landing pad from there. So I'll probably give you a description of the landing pad once you go inside. But there's a couple of rows of control panels with multiple Imperial officers of various ranks sitting down and working the controls. There is a squad of stormtroopers. 4 stormtroopers standing guard at various points in the chamber, and there is an Imperial officer in a slightly raised platform, with standing at parade rest, right, with his hands behind his back. He has a blaster pistol at his side, and so he is obviously the captain in command of this area.
Diversion? Do we want a diversion?
Diversion.
If I get them all to look at me at the same time, then you can shoot them all.
That sounds fantastic. Just to just to inform what I'm thinking is that whoever has an alarm is probably the commander. So I'm going to try and get up to the commander as soon as the distraction begins bleeding in the middle of the room.
Right.
So I'm headed up there to get a nice close range murder, death, kill going on. But yes, this is all violence all the way. That's the only.
Yeah,
it's our only hope.
Violence is never the answer. It's always the question, and the answer is yes. So.
Ilhana has 2 people with him. You have 2 partisans with you.
2 partisans with me. Yeah.
Oh, I have 3 because I'm so charming and everything. So okay.
Oh my goodness.
So it's such a good leadership skill. So I look at Doko and Hadib and Mila. So just follow my lead. So I walk in and begin talking more loudly. And I said, but so I told her I'm Gran. I don't have that part. I said, oh, did we take a wrong turn? We were looking for the and I just completely freeze at this point because I'm not very deceptive and I'm just forget what we're looking for the
and that's the point where I want to spring into action.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, all heads turn towards Bob, and I think this is a good spot to roll initiative. So,
and as they all look at me, I just was finally not knowing what I'm saying next because my plan ends. I just kind of smile.
So everybody gets to roll initiative. It should be cool because you all see what's going on, except for Jaster, who gets to roll vigilance with his blue die from his previous failed attempt at perception. And, remember to add your blues dice from assistance from the different people, right? So from your squad. So I will roll initiative for my guys. Yay!
So just remember that my roll has 2 additional successes.
So let me see how I'm going to handle
Very
this.
nice.
This is going to be a little complex, but...
Look at Bob.
Good Bob.
Whoa! Jaster.
Actually, I got
that sucks.
I got a blue die from one of my talents. One of the few talents that I
know. Triumphant Imperial Triumph. That's great. Well, I get some free maneuver, right?
Still 3. No, but I think that you can leverage that.
I should have probably rolled this beforehand, but we'll make it work.
We got this.
And Oh, so this is easy. See, I kind of like this.
Actually, Aloy, having us all go and all roll initiative and jumping from scene to scene as initiative order, I kind of like this idea. I might steal this from you.
I may have done this before for years.
He's
but
been known to do this. Like,
This is my trick.
Yeah, I like
dozen
this
times.
idea.
That means that nobody gets left out, right? So
Yeah.
Bob rolled 3 and 2, and Ill rolled
3 and 4.
3 and 4. X.
That's right.
Max got a 1, 3.
PC, N. Max rolled a 1 and 3. Ooh, bad news for Max.
Doesn't mean that's the slot I'm going to take. I'm going to take Ill's slot.
Ooh, well, I guess we could do. Ooh, well, if we're going to do all of that, yeah, I should probably put all of this in perspective. So
I rolled for Jaster.
So overall, it's Jaster. Then it's
The good guys.
PC. Then it's 4 NPCs. No, wait. I'm missing Jaster PC. And another PC. The last PC is 2. Okay, so 2.
Looking at it, looks like there's the last
So
one.
it's 3 NPCs, and then it's another PC.
and
So
then
it's
that
1,
PC.
2, 3, 4, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think it's 3 PC slots, then 3 NPC slots, then 1 PC, then the last 2 NPCs.
Yep.
Right.
And if it isn't, we'll call it that.
No, that's right.
It is
That's
now.
right.
It is now. Yeah, it's close enough.
That's good.
Okay. So wow, where do we start? Who wants to go first then?
Blast him. You know, I'm just smiling.
Ill,
just standing
Ill
there.
needs to go first.
Yeah.
Shoot him.
I'll go first.
All right.
So I have enough to take an extra maneuver for free. All right. So
Cool.
as an incidental, draw 1 weapon.
Mhm.
As a bonus maneuver, draw the other weapon. As my move, close on the elevated position of the supervisor in the command center. And as my action, open up both weapons on him, and I'll talk to him later after I've shot him.
Yeah.
Shoot first,
That
ask
sounds-
questions later. That sounds
That
good to
sounds
me.
reasonable. So I guess it's short range then, 1 purple.
I hope
know
it's
what?
short
Let's-
range.
Let's start with making it difficult because of all this situation. So let's make it 1 red, just to see what happens.
What?
And of course, he's starting to say, "What is the meaning of this? Who are you?" And
Who the
I'm
hell
assuming
are
that's what he
you?
gets. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to dip into Destiny. Okay, and that, and you've, oh, wait, you've turned it into a red. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Seems like, oh, no, I get 2 more boost because I'm going first. All right. Here we go. Ha!
Oh,
Well, at
he
least I hit.
hits. He hits.
He hits. What's your basic damage with this?
6.
And you
Six.
can fire off the second weapon with all these advantages.
Yes. So I hit with both.
So it's
And-
7 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
So you're gonna-
2 sevens, and
2 sevens.
I can crit with 1, and I shall.
Ooh. Excellent. So roll a crit because this guy is hit, but
Yep.
he's still not dead.
Well, yeah, because they're like that. They're
They're tough.
Stubborn.
52.
52. Survey says fearsome wound. Increases
Yeah.
the difficulty of all presence and willpower checks. Yeah, no. I'm going to treat that as he cannot control the stormtroopers because they usually issue orders.
Yep.
But
Nice.
with that crit, I'm going to say that
Ow,
he can't.
ow, ow.
And he's
ow.
like, "Who are you people?" Oh, it's like, just like
Ow.
gets hit in the
Perhaps.
shoulder, and he sort of collapsed to the ground, and things start happening very fast. Who goes next?
I can
two
go.
PC slots. Yeah. All right.
So with the three partisans, myself, we're just going to open up on the minion group.
Excellent.
So that's going to be 2 green, 2 yellow. I get a boost die as an incidental aim. I will aim for a second boost die, and then I get a boost from the partisans. What's my difficulty? 1 or 2 purple?
If you can talk to them without shouting, you're short. If they're a little bit farther away, I think it's medium. So it's 2 purple.
2 purple. Can I take 2 strain to make a maneuver to make it short?
Yes.
All right, beautiful. So I'm
And
going to take
you
that 2
just
strain.
rush out from the corridor into the platform itself, right? And then there's the smaller platforms leading to the pylons. Right?
Yeah. So it's going to be 1 purple. I'm going to flip a point to upgrade me.
Mm-hmm.
And then
let me flip it back and
got it.
And make it
1 red.
1 red, 1 purple. Yeah.
All right. And I think that's right. So literally I'm just imagining the 4 of us, me and my 3 partisans, flooding in, and the focus is completely on the minion troopers.
Go for it.
And we're going to add 2 successes and a threat to this because this is the first shot of the encounter.
Oh my God.
Oh, geez. Look at that. And there's 2 successes on top of that?
Correct.
One-
Yeah.
And
And
one
one,
less.
and 1
5.
less advantage.
So it's 7 plus the blaster rifle does what? 9
9.
or 10? 9 plus 7 is usually 16.
Usually.
Usually.
9 plus 7. Where are you getting the 7 from?
Wait.
I've got 5 successes. Oh, 5, 6, 7. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. 7.
Yeah.
So 16 plus a crit.
All right. So but you open fire, and as you do, there's 2 on each side, right, of the main platform, and so you start shooting at them. 2 on one side just collapse to the ground. One on the other side, you shift, and some partisans are firing one way, some the other way. One hits one, and it just goes into the chasm. Ah! And then just
Nice. That's my crit.
and the final trooper of the squad just gets hit, right? He's not out of it. It just, the armor takes it basically, and he's racing his gun, as is the sergeant.
Yeah.
Turning around. All right, so we got a 3rd PC slot. Who's taking that? Jaster or Bob?
I don't see any threats right now. So if Bob needs to,
This is you won the vigilance roll.
yeah.
So you do see a Viper droid is emerging from below the gantry where you couldn't see it before, and now it's just emerging, and its head is swiveling. The Viper droids are the ones from Empire Strikes Back from the beginning, right? The
Nice.
Imperial probe droid. And so it's spinning around, and it's got a little cannon that can see you with its arms dangling below, and it sees you, and it's kind of moving towards you. But you get to act first.
All right. So I'll spend 2 strain for an extra maneuver. So I'll activate the flashlight. I'll draw my pistol because it's at range, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try and shoot it. And
All right.
and the Trandoshan with the light repeater and the Zabrak with the rifle will open fire.
Well, excellent. No, wait. You don't have any partisans.
Oh,
here,
that's right.
so,
I don't. I just have. So I'm just.
All
shooting
you
it.
have is Ansari. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she
has the
does give you a
Force.
blue die. Yeah,
Right.
and the Force is your ally.
And the
So,
Force, yes.
so your difficulty then is going to be Uh,
35.
I think it's short range, right? I mean, I don't think it's that far away. So it's 1 purple, but I'm gonna upgrade it to 1 red plus 1 black die because it has a range defense
Okay.
capability. So that is how you. That is what
That's
you
how,
what you do.
let's see. And okay. So let's do this. Oh, I missed. But I get my strain back.
Hang on, let me refresh because I don't see your roll. Uh-oh. So you shoot, but you get your
The strain, my
point
strain,
back.
yeah.
All right. So let's start instant retaliation. So I think the droid is going to shoot right back at you.
Okay.
We said it's a short range, and it's got 2 yellows and 1 purple.
So you
2
got
yellows and 1 green.
and you got 1 purple and 1 red because I upgraded
because of
twice
your-
the difficulty. Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool.
That's nice.
All right. So I think that's about it. Here we go. And it, if it shoots bolts at you, and I think both Ansari and you are parrying
Deflecting.
those with,
Yeah.
deflecting those with your lightsabers. I do get 2 advantage. So I'm going to give myself a blue die to my next attack with this guy is what I'm going to do. And that was my first move. And then I have up top in the command center, I still have a squad of stormtroopers, and I have the officer. So I think the officer is going to shoot back, right? So it's 1 maneuver to draw its gun, and it's going to try and blast ill. So range light is 2 and 1. And difficulty is 1 purple, unless you want to upgrade that. This is what he's going with.
Yes, I will upgrade it.
You will upgrade his difficulty to a red instead, so you need to flip one of those light side points.
Yeah, hang on. Done.
And he does hit with
What?
a total of 10 points of damage.
Ouch.
Okay. Okay.
10 points of damage. Or you can deflect it to one of your partisans, whatever.
What's the guy's
you
name?
feel like. What was the guy's name? Yeah.
I can shout it.
No, I will take them. So
Okay,
that's
and
6
so the
that I'll take.
barrage of blaster fire, which is pretty accurate for this guy, is forcing you to take cover. So I think it's going to make it more difficult for you to hit him the next round. Those 2 advantages are going to be a black die to you to hit him on your next action. And so we will go with the remaining stormtroopers in the reactor room. 1, 2, this will be the third. So there's just the sergeant and the minions, right? So the sergeant lifts his heavy blaster rifle and takes aim at the partisans, at Max's squad. And so you said you were at short range, so it's 1 purple.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's 2 yellows, 1 green against 1 purple, unless you want to do
You've got a red in
an
there right
upgrade
now.
or something. Oh, I do have a red. That's not right. There we go. Is that good? Do you want to upgrade that difficulty or?
Nope.
Nope. He's
If you
going to
hit me,
take
it's
it. So here we go.
Partisan, nameless partisan goes down.
No, so false, No, he just dies. He just dies on the walkway because you're not at the edge of the thing yet. And so he is firing, and he's ordering the one remaining guy to sort of like flank you, right, and shoot at you. So that's it. That's them. All I have left is Okay, so now we got a PC slot, and it's Bob.
Hey,
Bob,
whoa.
there is a squad of stormtroopers and the Imperial officer who is, facing off against Ill, and sort of like he's focused on trying to shoot Ill.
Right.
But there's a squad of stormtroopers. There's 4 stormtroopers in this room.
Rats. So.
And I'm now behind cover, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm dressing. I'm drawing my blaster at this point because I see the thing. All hell's broken loose, which is good. This is what we pay him for, and I'm going to try to dive beneath some kind of cover, however I can. I don't know if I need to do another maneuver and take more strain or whatever. That's basically my move, to dive behind something.
I think it takes you 1 maneuver to just take cover. So
I'll take strain to do that.
You take strain to do that. So there's one of those computer stations, the pylons, right, that sort of open up. Yeah, and you can take cover behind those. Yeah,
so it agilely kind of like tumbling behind that, and as I shoot at the stormtroopers.
Go for it.
That's my
so
idea.
They're close. So it's 1 purple.
Okay, goody. So it's purple.
Well, let's upgrade and make it 1 red instead of 1 purple.
Okay, of course it is. Wait. All right. Okay, so 1 red.
Come on, Bob.
Okay, man. I'm building my dice pool.
No, I don't mean go faster. I mean go well.
Oh.
Come on, Bob.
Okay, well, then I don't shout that.
You can do it, Bob.
I don't shout that deal. I'm building my dice pool. Hold on. That sounds very Star Wars, doesn't it? Right. All right. So there we go.
So, Il has to answer. This is Star Wars, not Shadowrun. It takes 2 seconds.
And anyhow, advantage. So I caused, there's a barrage of fire from my Doko and Hadib and Milo and myself, which hits nothing, and but just causes a bunch of distraction. And so I'm gonna toss a couple blue dice towards the I guess
penalize them. Yeah, or you can make it more difficult for them to hit you.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
All right. So a couple of black dice to them.
A couple of black dice that way. It's just a hail of fire. So it looks scary. They're ducking. That's why it didn't hit, because they're ducking. They're adept. These men are good at this.
All right. So that's start, and back to. Hang on. Who hasn't moved here?
My stormtrooper hasn't gone.
Yeah.
Your sergeant went. You're missing your squad of stormtroopers, which is 1 guy.
Yep.
And he takes a shot because why not? Yeah.
Did the squad of stormtroopers in this room go against anybody yet? They shoot at you?
I don't think so.
Oh
no.
Who are they shoot at?
Well, we'll see in a moment. As soon as poor Maxim's lonely guy gets to go. He is only 3 greens to hit you against 1 purple difficulty. Unless you want to upgrade that difficulty. Nope. And so he doesn't hit at all. But he's going to give a blue boost die to his sergeant. He's providing cover for the sergeant. So it's Sarge, go. And, moving on to, technically it should be Sarge, go. And the group that hasn't gone is the squad of stormtroopers who are shooting at Bob's partisans here. So this is 3 yellows against a purple, but you took cover. And also they have 2 additional points from the floating setback dice that you gave them. So, unless you want to upgrade the difficulty, that's a purple, single purple.
Oh no, that's fine. All those setback dice should be fine.
And they are indeed fine, because otherwise he would have hit you. But he just hits the cover, right? They just hit cover, and the partisans are also hunkering down. There's one still at the doorway. Right to the room. There's another has taken cover beside Bob, and another has taken cover behind another of the computer stations, freestanding computer stations.
But they get
1 blue die to themselves. I think they're going to save it for themselves. So, back to the top of the order.
Okay.
It's 3 PC slots in a row. So who's going to take those?
I'll go. Oh my goodness.
Il, before you shoot,
Yep.
That premonition again of something is about to go even worse hits you. And out of the corner of your eye, you can see, of their very large red eyes, you can see the windows at the back of the room, right? And the windows at the back of the room look out into the landing pad. And there is a regular Lambda shuttle and regular cargo shuttle. And an additional, well, actually, no, it's 2 cargo shuttles. But now there is a Lambda shuttle that you can see setting down upon the 3rd landing pad there. And that gives you a very bad feeling.
Well, it gives me a bad feeling.
What's the line from
do continue.
The line from Mandalorian? It's just an Imperial shuttle.
It's exactly. It's grade 1 Imperial shuttle. Yeah.
It's not the shuttle. It's what's on the shuttle.
The shuttle. Yeah.
Go. So I had a setback die. I will deal with the shuttle in a moment. I have an idea about that. And 1 purple because we're at close range. And I am going to upgrade because I'm just that kind of guy. So that's okay. As an incidental, putting 1 of the guns away. As a maneuver, stimpack. Firing.
Okay. It's 1 purple and one. Oh no, hang on. It's not 1 purple, it's 1 red. He does have adversary 1. My bad.
That guy is a jerk.
Then. That guy is a jerk.
All right. Here we go. So I'll be going down from 6 wounds to 1 wound. Huh. How nice.
But that is a hit. So
8 damage,
6
and I'll be taking
plus
off some stress with the other one. Okay. Some strain.
Describe how you annihilate the Imperial officer before you.
I will be very happy to describe how I annihilate the officer. All right, so he forced me back behind cover. All right, I dove back behind his chair. He was, of course, standing up with his arms crossed because he's an imperious bastard. So I dove over his chair and spin around on my knees, putting the 1 gun away. As I do so, I come to a stop. The chair keeps rolling. He's shooting into the chair. I smile at him. I wish I could wink, but I don't have lids. And then, blam, right up under the chin.
Nice. So he just crumbles to the ground. And we get rid of an NPC slot. Excellent. So, good move. So now we have a 2nd PC slot. Who's taking that?
I'll take it. This is going to be directed at the sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's going to be 2 green, 2 yellow, 1 boost for the incidental aim, 1 boost for the partisan, 1 boost because I am going to aim against 1 purple.
The sergeant is also adversary 1, so upgrade that to 1 red, please.
Okay.
Oh my God! Look at that. That
13,
is
baby.
4.
13
and a crit. And a crit, and then I'm going to recover my 2 strain.
Okay, so roll that crit, please, because it is an adversary. It's a rival, so he does take crits. Survey says 27, which is discouraging wound. Flip 1 light side destiny point to a dark side point. Reverse of NPC.
Woo!
We get a light side from it.
Hang on. So you get a light side from that. Did you flip it already? Yes.
I did.
Excellent. Plus 1 crit. Okay.
How does he feel about 13 damage?
A discouraging word.
He takes it, but
Discouraged.
he
feels
is
discouraged.
You know, he feels discouraged. Yes, but
You just
no,
got that
he
polished.
actually
Oh, come on.
he
Rotator cuff
takes the
surgery.
hit, but he's still standing. Right, his armor holds.
Yep.
So he just lets out a little yelp of pain, but and just sort of moves. And we go to third PC slot.
I'll go ahead.
Jaster is taking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Question. Is this thing floating over the magma, or is it floating over a part of the gantry where I can reach him?
Now I think it's moving to the gantry because it is at close range.
All right.
So it has to be over the gantry.
So then I'll take 2 more strain, so I can do a move, an aim, and try to smack it, since I won't be in the way of anybody shooting at it.
Cool. So
Is he up? Are you upgrading my difficulty in any way, or?
Sure, let's do it. Why not? I have some points.
If you like.
I ask just to keep things fun.
You gotta move the. There we go. And what's this? A lightsaber strike?
Yeah, but I don't see it yet. Let me refresh.
Oh, okay.
All right. So yeah, that would be 7 points and a crit. 7 points I go through its soak and a crit.
All right. So roll the crit, please.
Reset. 1d100. 53.
Fearsome wound.
Yep.
This is a presence and willpower checks by 1. So that's not super useful, but
that adds 10 to the next crit, so
yeah,
that's right. You lop a couple of the dangling limbs off the Viper probe droid, and it sort of wobbles as you do that.
The soil sample collector has been taken off. Oh.
And I think it's gonna attack you right there.
Okay. Is it gonna blast me with its cannon or whatever? All right. Does that count as a rifle or a pistol?
Pistol.
All right. So then its base difficulty is 2 purple because we're in up close and personal, and automatically goes up to 2 reds.
It goes to 2 reds because of your power?
Of my power, yeah.
Nice. Oh. So it's got 2 red difficulty.
Jose plays a wizard. This is what happens when Jose plays a wizard.
This, boys and girls, is why you do not want Jose to play the wizard. I'm
very satisfied with Jose playing the wizard.
But it had a blue boost die from its previous round. Yep. And so here we go. Survey says hit.
What?
And so it does 7 points of damage with that hit.
All right, I'll take it.
Trust your feelings, Jaster.
I have a soak of 5, so I should be okay.
Excellent.
Oh, that's right. We have blast vested helmets, don't we? What are they at to our soak? Those?
1. It's 1.
Right. It's 1. Okay, cool.
So, it's firing at you right up close. And so we go back.
I imagine Jaster gets to block most of it, but some of the, it gets through.
Mm-hmm. So we go back to the stormtroopers at the control room who are firing at Bob, who is under cover, or has taken cover, rather. No blues. So it's 3 yellows.
Undercover Graham.
Oh, didn't they give themselves a blue? Or did they
1 blue, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And 1 black because of the cover. And do you want to upgrade that difficulty for them, Bob? Or
no.
is 1 purple okay? Nope,
1 purple.
It doesn't. Bob is very economical on the dice, very not economical on the partisans. So that would be a whopping 11 points of damage.
Doko, no! So Doko just...
Oh! I'm so sorry.
We barely knew you.
So, yeah.
That perfect just like throws his arms.
Mm-hmm. And now we have the reactor room where
unceremoniously cross his name out.
Where I think the sergeant is going to fire. Now, the squad of troopers is just one trooper. Come on, the sergeant is going to fire first. Yeah, that's the.
Let's be honest, though, these guys knew what they were getting into.
Yeah, these are
So
not
I
the aluminum
believe
ciders.
that's 2 yellows, 1 green, 1 purple difficulty. That's about it for the sergeant, unless you want to upgrade something.
Nope, I'm good.
You're good. Man, these guys.
I like that.
And you're very good because you do not, as a matter of fact, manage to, you don't get hit at all. It's just they're trying to pin you down to buy time for reinforcements, I guess. And so I think, well, not I guess. Of course they're waiting for reinforcements. And I think that's going to give you a black die to your, give you 2 black die to your next attack.
Okay.
Craig, because they're, this crossfire and you're caught in the crossfire. Now it is time for the, is it time for the lone guy? Let's see, Viper, this guy. No, I think that's it. The lonely guy goes by himself at the end. All right, so Bob, it is Bob's turn.
Excellent. So Doko, no. Oh well, easy come, easy go. So, yeah, shouting Doko,
4
no.
troopers. That's all you have. Yeah.
Yeah, shouting Doko, no. I shoot back in anger and rage. I guess it's just against 1 purple. Is any difficulty being presented to me right now or no?
No, I think not.
Okay. Then we shoot. Oh, I'm gonna add a blue though for the guys, right? They add.
Yeah.
The 2 that are remaining. And yes.
Yay.
Oh, there we go.
That's
9.
Should be 9
How much
right?
damage?
Yeah, with a blaster pistol should be 9.
6 by plus 3 is 9. All right. So you wound one of the stormtroopers, but they're still active. You got 2 advantages, which you can do a couple of things with those. You can throw blue to ill, or you can do give them a black to their checks.
No, I'm gonna throw a bit of advantage to you as shooting. Giving him ample. Keeping them occupied. Gotta be easy to hit him.
Yeah. All the partisans are in the back, right? Just shooting, and Ill is by himself next to the command chair. So he has a good advantage. And I think the last guy that hasn't gone is the lone stormtrooper, the last minion of Max's in the reactor room. So that's 3. It's 1, and he has 1 blue from previous round from his advantages, and it's 1 purple. And you know what? I'm going to blow one of my points and turn that into 1 yellow and 2 greens with a difficulty of 1 purple. Do you want to upgrade that, Max?
Yeah.
Ooh. So he's flipping
We got a lot of white side
Nice.
points.
Yeah. Oh, and he does hit. 4, 9 plus 3 is 12 points of damage.
I've only got 1 partisan left now. That's my second of 3 down.
But what do you want to do with that? Threat. Do you want to give him some stress or?
Yeah, because I would imagine he's getting low on hit points.
Yeah, he's wounded already. Okay, so we're back to the top of the order. Is it Ill's turn now? I wonder.
Yeah.
I will continue to go first unless someone has a plan. All right.
So there's only there's 3. I mean, there's only a minion group of 4, right?
Yeah. And a shuttle that has just
Bob,
landed.
Yeah, and Bob gave you some boost.
Okay.
You're not going to use that boost to investigate what the shuttle is? You're going to shoot at these people instead?
And
Sorry.
I think I'm going to flip one of those right back and increase your difficulty to hit to a
Looks like
red.
familiar.
Okay. And we'll be firing with both because suddenly my hands are full of blasters again. How'd that
Excellent.
happen? So I've increased the difficulty to a purple and a... Okay. So I leap up on the console to rain blaster fire down upon them and make sure that, I can see all the exits.
Uh-oh.
All right.
But you do hit. So how much is the damage?
That would be 8.
8 points. Okay, so go 5. So you kill one of the stormtroopers. You do get one advantage to do with as you would like, and you get a despair. So some of your shots go wild and hit the adjacent computer consoles, right? And so you knock off some of the controls
Right.
around you.
Which I'm going to
and we'll
need later.
see what
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do with that later. Yes. And another PC slot. Who takes this one?
All right,
Max is
let's
going
see.
to. Oh, go ahead, Jester.
No, Max is next. Sorry, go for it.
I'm going to try to take out my sergeant buddy.
Yeah.
Incidental aim gives me. Go ahead.
He gives you 2 black die to your next action because he's got you under heavy fire. So
I've got my incidental aim from my gun upgrade. I aim myself, another boost from the partisan. I'm going to go ahead and flip. So I'm at 1 green, 3 yellow.
And I'm going to flip you 1 back.
All right. Against 1 red and 2 setback.
Yes.
All right. That'll be
still hit. That's awesome.
Yeah. Let's do 10 and another crit.
10 and a crit. Okay, so 10 minus 5 is usually 5. And you get a second
what we
crit.
didn't do is the adversary.
Oh, that's true.
I owe you a purple. Hold on.
You know what we can do? Just flip the point back.
No,
give me my point.
No.
back.
There's the purple.
Okay.
So it gets rid of 2
purple.
advantages.
So it knocks
I can't
down 2 advantages.
Yeah,
okay,
I can't.
So you
crit.
don't crit.
Yeah.
But you do get 2 advantages to yourself. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna give. Ooh, let me think here. I want to give that. All right, tell me what you think about this, Aloy. So my sergeant is. Me and my partisan are just blowing stuff up, right? There's just blaster fire everywhere. The sergeant has seen most of his squad go down except for the 1 lone stormtrooper. He's under heavy fire. Could he radio for help and potentially end up distracting the robot droid in Jaster's room? That the droid gets the signal, the call for help.
So sort of
a setback to the to Jaster's droid.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Let's do it. All right. So I'm gonna put a black here on the droid, and we go to Jaster.
All right. So I am gonna go ahead and use a maneuver to aim. And I get my boost die because Ansari is trying to make the thing spin out of control. And I get another boost die because it's shooting at me in melee, which is one of the advantages of getting up close and personal. So are we doing are you upgrading the difficulty or going a cappella?
I think I'm gonna leave it as it is.
All right. Oh my God.
Come
Oh
on, Jeff.
jeez. So it just moves out of the way. It's just the gantry is, you got to watch your footing because there's a huge chasm below you.
4
So,
blank dice. I mean, come on.
But you do get a couple of advantages there, right? So
Yeah,
you
might as well get
can, those you can give him
my strain
a
back.
black die or you get your strain back.
I think
Oh,
I
I could
used
give him a
those
black
same
dice.
dice.
Say, okay, so was that our 3 PCs? Yes, I
Yeah,
think that was
yeah.
our 3 PCs. And so traditionally we've been doing the Viper droid immediately after Jaster, so let's go with that.
So your
So it's
difficulty would be 2 reds
1
and
green.
a black right now.
And a black. That is correct. And I think that's it. So it's 2 reds, 2 yellows, 1 green, and 1 black. Here we go.
Oh my
Does
God.
Yeah, so he hits for 7 points.
All right, I'll take it.
And
Game Master's using different dice.
Game Master OP,
what
please
does
nerf.
he do? What does he do with that? What does he do with that advantage? Does he save it for himself? I think he saves himself a blue die for next action. And that's him. And so we go with, let's go with the sergeant up in the reactor room, who is
You know what? You know
wounded.
what? Wait, hey, Lloyd, time out. I think
Yeah.
he had another. No, that black die was from.
That was for me.
Yeah, from Mac. It wasn't another. I didn't have any other black dice. All right, go for it. Sorry.
Yeah. Stormtrooper sergeant. 2 yellows, 1 green. He has a black die for some reason. I think it was somebody had advantages. And it's 1 purple. So are you doing any upgrading to that?
Yeah.
All right. So let's make it 1 red. And
There
he
we go.
goes.
There we go.
And there we go. But he does hit.
It does it.
With 12 points of damage.
Max is alone. He has taken out his nameless squad.
But
my third partisan.
I think all this blaster fire has just means that Max's return fire hits one of the control pylons, and the thing sort of collapses in on itself. It blows a huge hole in it, and it sort of collapses in on itself. And alarm klaxons start going on. Say main reactor offline, and it's just flashes red. Your objective here is accomplished.
Beautiful.
Wait. Are you sure that's what it sounds like?
Yeah, it should probably just reactor offline. All personnel evacuate.
That's better.
So yeah, I think that's him. He's going to give his last remaining stormtrooper a blue boost die with that last.
And I would assume Lloyd, I don't need to hop on my communicator and let my compadres know, because this is going throughout the entire facility, right?
The entire thing. Yeah.
I am going to hop on my communicator and ask Bob what's taking him so long.
So yeah, when Bob goes, we'll see the dialogue on. Who has an attack? Viper attack. This guy attacked. I think we're going with the squad of stormtroopers attacking Bob and company.
Wait a minute. Did Bob ever shoot back? No, I shot back, didn't I? I did. Yep. Okay.
So you shot. One guy is dead because ill killed him. So now it goes to 2 yellows, 2 greens, 1 yellow, 1 purple. And I think that's it. And he had a blue die from previous roll. So, 2 greens, 1 yellow, 1 blue, 1 purple is the difficulty. Do you want to upgrade that, Bob?
It's a negative.
Excuse me? No?
No, not right now. No.
Okay. And he does hit. So that is 10 hits against you. And
Adib?
He's
Adib was a good man.
Yep, I'm guessing he was. And he's going to give himself another blue boost die. And that was the last NPC for now. There's only the lonely stormtrooper for Craig, but before that goes, Bob gets a chance to do something about it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I tell you what, we're going to avenge Adib. Damn it.
Instant karma.
All right. So my difficulty is just 1 purple at this point.
Yes.
All right. And I'm completely unaware because I've ducked out of the way of the bolts, But
Is the
yes,
regular
Yeah.
bill-
Milo and I
Oh, there we go.
absolutely just deal out some serious 10 points, 10 successes, 10 whatever. No,
10
yeah, 10,
successes.
10 damage, 10
Awesome.
damage. There you go.
So you kill an additional stormtrooper. There's only 2 troopers left now in this minion group.
Damn straight, and clear once again. All that fire has to give some advantage.
Some advantage.
A little
That's good.
boost to him.
And so back in our reactor room.
Oh, wait. And did somebody say something to me
Go
over the
for it.
damn comm at the same time?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, what exactly did you say there, Max?
I said, hey Bob, what's taking you so long?
Is that what that sounds like?
It is because I don't have my modulator on.
It is today. Yeah.
Tune in to my Blades in the Dark live actual play to hear me on the modulator.
Okay, that's good. There you go. We're doing. Yeah.
So back in the reactor room.
We're fine. What's taking you so long?
Everything's fine here. And I guess the red lights come on, and the computer voice starts announcing the reactor has been shut down. And
Oh, good. All right.
in the reactor room, it's 3 greens, 1 purple difficulty. I'm going to give him a setback die because of the alarm going on. So maybe that freaks him a little bit out, but he also has a blue boost from the sergeant in this same turn. Any additional upgrading that you want to do of that attack next? You want to upgrade that to a red?
I'm okay.
You're okay. Here we go.
I'm not okay.
Ooh,
Yes, I'd
famous
like to
last
upgrade it.
words. Famous last words. So that is 12 points of damage.
Oh.
All right. So minus my soak, that's going to be 9.
Yep.
Ouch.
But I'm going to say that it goes to stress to him because the situation is really stressful.
Man, I think I almost
And
killed
so-
that guy. Oh, I have to go therapy.
No, he's thinking the reactor is gone, man. This
okay.
thing could blow. And so, back to the top of the round. 3 PC slots in a row. I think it's Ill
Right.
going first,
Ill.
isn't it?
Ill, who's mumbling to himself. He's looking out the front window and he's seeing the flashing lights of the reactor going critical. He's looking out the back window to see the stormtrooper reinforcements landing, and he's muttering to himself, is like, I shouldn't have come. This mission is endangering me. And I'm going to get on the comms.
Okay.
I'm going to get on the comms and I'm trying to wave off that shuttle.
Oh, nice.
It's highly unlikely to succeed, but yeah.
Fortune favors the
Negative.
brave.
Yeah, we have a reactor leak. Negative. But no. Let's.
Yeah, exactly.
Except this time it's true.
So I guess it's a deception check. I'll give you 2. You know what? There are mitigating circumstances here, so I will call on that Okay, you know what? Let's roll it.
Okay. Difficulty.
What this is going to be is a difficulty. Three purples.
Oh, brutal.
How do we suppose that the alarm going off might give him a boost?
Yeah, it's like take 2 boost, I suppose, from the alarm.
Thank you. Now I
Like,
don't
it really
feel so-
is. There really is.
so
Yeah,
bad.
you know.
Yeah,
Right. So from a
makes perfect sense.
lifetime of being around ships, listening to the chatter between the pilots and actually being a pilot and all the stuff, I just rattle out. I can see the command code and I can see the registration number of the shuttle, on the screen, and I'm just reading that out, saying, shuttle, please avert, we're having an incident. It's not safe for all personnel. Please stand off. 10K. Please stand off 10K. Then we'll see how that goes. Boom.
Boom.
Succeed. All right. So here's what happens. There were 2 cargo shuttles, right? And the Imperial Lambda shuttle, which had landed already. And so you hear on the comms, you hear the 2 cargo pilots, shouldn't we wait for to evacuate more personnel? And the other one goes, Roger. And one of the cargo shuttles lifts off and leaves. And the other cargo shuttle suddenly changes his mind and goes, oh, come on. I'm missing an opportunity here for Ivan. It's like,
Roger, taking off following your instructions.
And so that second cargo shuttle lifts off as well and leaves. But the third shuttle,
The one I wanted to leave.
the one you wanted to leave, answers,
Negative control. We take direct orders from the Inquisitor.
Excellent.
Inquisitor.
and
Nobody expects the Imperial Inquisitor.
nobody expects the Imperial
Inquisition.
So are you
Nobody.
gonna? Is this all you're doing? Are you shooting at all, or is that your entire action? I guess that's your entire action.
That should be my action. That was a
pretty prolonged
actually. You know
interaction.
what? If you don't mind me shooting, I will certainly have that conversation while shooting people. That just
While shooting,
makes me
yeah,
happy.
sure. So just fire it off, and we'll call it a maneuver. That's what we can do.
That's awesome. I like that idea just fine. Okay. And you're not upgrading the difficulty?
Sure, let's upgrade it. Why not? I do have a lot of dark side. I love my dark side points.
All right. Here we go. A hit.
Yes, that is how many hit points?
7
damage
wounds.
is 7 wounds. So, and okay, so you shoot one more, Stormtrooper goes down. And you have 2 extra advantages. Do you want to?
I am going to take an additional maneuver and close in on Bob.
Ah,
Okay, on Bob's position.
Oh.
Excellent.
I understand.
So he's on one side of the cover. I'm going to be on the other side of the cover.
I got
And,
closing.
cool.
That's what you meant by closing on Bob. I
So-
thought the bloodlust had taken you, man.
But the
Not yet.
good news is there's only one Stormtrooper left, right? And we cut to Jaster on the gantry.
Max, wasn't it?
Uh,
Max is done.
Max wants it. Okay, Max. If Max can go. Max still has 1 sergeant and 1 stormtrooper.
Yeah, I've got to take the sergeant out.
Okay.
So
Remember that the sergeant has adversary, so he gets a free.
Yep.
His difficulty is at 1 red. Yeah.
So, and I get, I don't get my boost because I no longer have any partisans.
No,
So
you
it's
no
just my
longer have any
incidental plus
partisans.
my aim that I'm going to do. I'm going to take an additional 2 strain to aim twice, which ultimately
Okay.
ends up being 3 aims. One built into the gun, one, and then 2 maneuvers. 2 green, 2 yellow, I'm going to flip unless anybody has an issue with it. I need to finish this guy off. Okay, I am ready.
Go for it. There you go.
So that's 12.
Good.
All right, that takes care of the sergeant. And yep, that takes care of the sergeant.
Beautiful.
So he's down, he's dead. And so we go to Jasper. Jasper,
right.
Viper droid. Yeah.
All right.
That's what I'm So that is 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
That's correct, Mundo.
That is excellent. So you do smack it through, and you just bisect the thing in half, right? And so the droid just collapses, and both halves fall on the floor. Oh geez, we're at end time already. So let's see if we can speed it up a little bit. The Viper droid just dies, right? So and Sari, seeing that, she moves over to the console and hits the controls, and then you hear again flashing red lights start going off in the console. She steps back, ignites the saber, and smacks the computer terminal, right? So it just bisects the terminal also, so that it is you can't set it on again.
Perfect.
And so you immediately start hearing the groaning of the gantry as it starts to go down. Let's move real quick too.
While she was doing that, I used the stim pack just quickly. Yeah.
Cool. Do
All
it. As you're doing that, let's switch to Max. Max, it's just one trooper left, man. He just bolts for the exit. By this time, you've moved onto the platform, so he just bolts for the exit. He even leaves his rifle. He's like, chucks the rifle and takes off running, and so goes. Back to Bob and Il. Let's see if you can, mop up the last. Oh well, they have an attack, so let's have him attack. Hang on. There's only one trooper left, so it's 3 greens. They have 1 blue. They have difficulty of 1, and you guys are behind cover. So yeah. So I think that's it, unless you want to upgrade something.
Negative.
No.
No.
Upgrades. You know what? I should spend 1 point. I'm going to spend 1 point, and I'm going to upgrade myself. Do you want to upgrade now? Going once, going twice.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So it's 1 red instead of 1 purple. And survey says they miss. Excellent. So all the blaster bolts hit cover. And they get 3 advantages, which they will use to boost himself, because there's one guy will boost himself up next round. And so you guys take a turn. Either, I think Bob hasn't gone. So Bob should probably go.
I'm killing this guy, or trying. That's my intention here, and it's just like, that's enough. And so he's still just 1 purple at this point. Oh, okay. So that's it's only 7, but 3 advantage.
7 hits is good enough because it's Oh no, wait. 7 3 advantages. No, it's not good enough.
No,
it's not good enough.
Now it's breaking into Van Halen.
But you can give a boost die to Il.
Oh, absolutely.
You can go next.
I'm boosting him up,
If I can go next, you can give me 3 boost dice.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go. Yes.
Well, that sounds better.
Yeah.
But in that case, I'm gonna upgrade you again, your difficulty to 1 red.
2 for me. I'm gonna upgrade myself because the force is on my side. Dag nabbit. And okay. And I'm going to take a risk. I suddenly have 2 guns again. And I fire. Oh, how nice. I hit with both.
Kill it.
Nice.
And you kill it. So,
all right. shut these
You
things
killed the
down.
last guy. You have enough time to just run over and do the thing with the computers.
Well,
and
wait.
shut off the shield.
Didn't he?
Oh, go ahead.
Didn't he shoot some of the computers by accident?
Yeah,
He's
but
getting to that point.
He didn't. He
Oh,
didn't
okay.
shoot the
those.
generator.
Okay, good. All right. Good.
The generator commands are ready. You guys can shut it down, shoot it to make it impossible to restart.
Oh no, I'm taking those little
And-
cylinders and I'm pushing them in and twisting them. Ooh.
Yeah. And as
While
you
Bob's
do that,
doing that,
huh?
I'll just send out a message to the team. There's an Inquisitor.
Okay. So we switch back to Jaster and Ansari making their way back. So they reach the doorway to the refinery chamber as the whole thing is starting to, creak and parts of the installation are starting to fall, right? You have to make it through the refinery chamber quickly because it's also going to fall down. And as you do, coming down one of the sides of the rampways is a black-clad figure with a black uniform and a featureless black helmet. There's two eye holes, right? It's like red lenses. That's all it has. The figure is misshapen. The limbs, some of the limbs seem to be too large, some seem to be too short. It moves with a stilted gait that is completely unnatural. Something is wrong with this man. And he is clutching a tube, metal tube, with a rounded ring around it. And he turns it on, and it is a double-bladed red lightsaber. As he does, Ansari turns to Jaster and says, "Run, my Padawan. Trust in the Force, and hope shall live." And she hands you the little holo messenger with the thing with the recordings of Fontar.
But all
your
these
hand.
specializations I needed to take.
That's
I'm
what
kidding.
she says.
I'm
and
kidding.
if don't you've heard that phrase before. She did tell
Yeah.
you specifically that phrase before.
Right.
And I think this is where we leave it, right? I think this is exactly where
Nice.
we leave it.
Awesome.
It's a good
As
stopping point.
And then as I finally turn those things down, I look up through the window and I said, "Hey, did you notice there was a shuttle?"
Yes.
There still is a shuttle. That is
I
true.
I thought you told me all
And
to
I
leave.
think that's a good stopping point. Yeah.
Awesome.
The one
Very
with the
nice.
Inquisitor chose not to leave. Nicely done.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Nicely
All right.
done.
So I think we're going to finish this adventure next session. I'm pretty
Beautiful.
confident. We might even start the next one.
We might even live, you mean?
Yeah.
we
Well,
Well, there are pre-rolled characters in case we're not having
What I'm
There's plenty of
concerned
those.
about is that I keep rolling these dice to shoot things, and yet very rarely does that actually work out for me.
You are the playmaker for Max. We've already determined that.
It seems to be the case.
You roll like 9 boosts, 9 advantages just before Max, always.
So I can't go on missions with Bob. I always have to go on missions with Max.
Like,
Or I'll somehow feel like less than half of a Duros.
No, I was setting you up all the time. It was great,
Bob was doing some set. Bob needs to get himself a heavy blaster pistol. Is what Bob needs.
Yeah, I just, you were just well. No, you were shooting, and I was feeding you. Yes, feeding you. Yes.
Yes, but I wasn't able to carry through on it
Oh,
like
boy.
Max can carry through on my assists. So
If you just tell me those codes. All right. Yeah. Great.
Oh, I
Yeah,
hope
that's
you
fine.
guys enjoyed that.
It was
And,
awesome.
it was good fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So this time we get 5 XPs, right?
I have a floater.
Yeah, 5 and mark a half an hour for next session. What I guess it'll be 2. So it's kind of fun. One session we get 5, the next session we get 10, the next session we get 5, the next.
so did we get
What I've
5 or
been
10 this
thinking-
time?
5.
I think it's 5. So I've been thinking
Yeah.
when the clock goes back, we all sync up. So instead of starting at 7 a.m., we could start at 6:30 a.m. and everybody will be synced up. So then we can do 2 hours at a time.
Yeah.
That would be
If
lovely.
Jose and I get a little bit earlier and you guys get up a little bit later.
It's 5:30 for me, but I'll do it.
No. When the clock comes back,
Oh, right.
clock comes
Right. Yeah, good point.
you can get up at 6, and we can be playing by 6:30
I like that.
or something, and then that makes it 2 hours when the clocks go back, which is in a month or so, I think. So
Brilliant.
Sounds cool.
excellent.
Okie dokie, fellas. So I'm going to stop this broadcast.